Hello, dear friends. This is a very complex subject to deal with, especially when I considered myself to be one of those concerned. But I have summarized the subject as best as I can and deal with it objectively. Opinion article: Star people, or people of the stars. They are seeds and children of the stars. They are indigo, crystal, rainbow, and diamond children. You may be one of them without knowing it. Many of those who are born now are star children. They are here to evolve the human species. Some arrive by birth and others into an adult body. Sheldan Nidle was the ultimate disseminator of this knowledge. Journalists of the Washington Post interviewed starseeds. This dark world will be lighted in spite of all efforts to prevent it. Let's start. It's possible that many of you are star people without being aware of it, and it's even possible that there are some people who sense it or are fully aware of its origin. This seems strange, but it should be completely natural, because migration is part of the nature of souls, no matter how much some religions try to deny it, because most of them believe in the transmigration of souls, in the reincarnation, since the most remote antiquity. Star people, also known as starseeds and star children, is a teaching introduced by Brad Steiger in his 1966 book Gods of Aquarius. It argues that certain people have souls of extraterrestrial origin, or came to Earth by birth or as an entry into an existing human body of so-called walking, which could be translated as entrance or accessible. Steiger described star people in his 1966 book on contactees as humans who came from a special gene pool linked to star visitors. Any living being originating from anywhere other than Earth is referred to as an extraterrestrial. Steiger related that Philip K. Dick had written to him in the late of 1970s to tell him that he thought he might be one of the star people, and that his novel Valleys contained themes related to this subject. Amnesia. Star people claim to adopt human life forms and suffer total helplessness and amnesia regarding their identity, origins, and life purpose. The awakening process experienced is described as a gradual series of realizations over time, or as a sudden and dramatic awakening of consciousness. Throughout the awakening process, memories about their past origins and missions are recovered. Washington Post journalist Joel Achenbach interviewed people who said they were Pleiades star seeds for his book Captured by Aliens: The Search for Life and Truth in a Very Large Universe. Proponents of the starseed concept include Sheldan Nidle, who founded the Planetary Activation Organization. The walking. A walking is a concept of a person whose original soul has left their body and been replaced by a different soul. Ruth Montgomery popularized the concept in her 1979 book Strangers Among Us. Stephen King speaks of walk-ins several times in his books 6 and 7 of The Dark Tower novels, but Stephen King's walk-ins are usually physical travelers, or, when they possess another person's body, are more guests who share the body with the original as strangers or intruders. Believers hold that it is possible for the original soul of a human being to leave a person's body and for another soul to enter. In Montgomery's work, souls are said to enter during a period of intense normal problems on the part of the departing soul, or during or due to an accident or trauma. Some other workings describe their entry as occurring on the basis of a previous agreement when the previous soul was complete. The ambulatory being or individual retains the memories of the original personality, but has no emotions associated with the memories. As they integrate, they bring their own mental, emotional, and spiritual awareness and evolved life to resonate with their purpose and intentions. Incarnating in a fully developed body allows the enterprising soul to engage in incarnation without having to go through the 2 decades of maturation that humans need to reach adulthood. A working soul also doesn't experience the conditioning of childhood and has different relationship to life because it was no born. Children of the stars. According to Angelina Stojic, many children being born right now and born into our system are star children. These children are our innovators and creators, our revolutionaries who are showing us how to be in a new world, in a new way. They are here specifically to evolve our species. They are quite emotional and connect deeply with others, but they are so sensitive that they get sick easily. Star children connect to all energy systems very easily. Energy systems are people, places, and energy that exist in our world that we may or may not be able to see, because these children have the ability to understand life beyond what we can perceive. The DNA of a star child is also slightly different than most, and I like to refer to it as a container plus light or higher light quotient. Light quotient means the amount of light something contains, as everything contains light, from a singular human cell to a chair in the room. They tend to be high energy children who identified with the emotion of others fairly quickly because they have great empathy. These children have also come through with little or no karma to absorb, unlike many of us on the planet, who clear old karmic patterns. Their work in the evolutionary process is the next step on the ladder, and that is to evolve our entire physical system. Everything in the world is in an evolutionary process, expanding, becoming faster, refining old forms, so why not the human being? Some of the incoming star children may also be diagnosed with an autistic behavior pattern at some level or even schizophrenic. Their ability to see the world in a different format compared to the general population is due to the way they process information in their brain and through all the senses, including and most predominantly the intuitive. Star children also have great talents and gifts. Many seem to be able to tap into a very advanced talent, mastering it very quickly. Their compassion and understanding for others is quite developed, and they seem to want to help those less fortunate. Some of these children have eyes so deep and wise that you just know they know more than you do. They have all come here for one thing, to evolve us in a new way, and our challenge is to accept that. Classification. According to Sabian Lago, star children are classified according to their aura and energy patterns. The first to appear were the indigo children. They were followed by the crystal, rainbow, and diamond children, each generation being more powerful than the previous one. Indigo children. Most arrived between the 70s and 90s. Their aura is directly related with the third eye. They possess the gift of clairvoyance, creativity, and intuition. Due to the incomprehension of their environment, they were labeled as rebellious and hyperactive. They channel their energy and creativity in the various facets of art. Crystal children. Their mission is to lead to peace. That is why they continuously show their love for all kinds of living beings. Known as peacemakers, they come with a clear objective to show the way that leads to peace. They are children who love everything in the world, mainly animals, nature, water, and everything defenseless. They are very sensitive to the environment, affectionate, generous, but indulgent. Rainbow children. They are the third generation of star children. They possess the abilities of the indigo children and crystal children, and therefore have psychic and telepathic powers. Their main mission is to bring joy to all their environment, enthusiasm and happiness for family, friends, schoolmates. For that reason, their character is smiling and full of life. They are also brave children with a high capacity for forgiveness and very creative. Diamond children. This type of children of the stars has not yet arrived, but it is about to do so. Their mission will be to transform the energy of the planet. Their arrival is very near. It depends on us being able to open our soul, mind, and heart. The whole planet must change in order to benefit from your fundamental help. News in brief, or short news. Water and food are in short supply in Texas. Water and food are in short supply this week in Texas, which has suffered a historic storm that has covered its surface with snow and ice and turned the state into an inferno, explained several residents in Austin, Houston, and San Antonio. People turn off the heat because they cannot afford it. Texas infrastructure wasn't ready for the winter storm that crippled the state this week, and it's unfair that workers are now being forced to pay the price, said one local woman who received an $11,000 electric bill. The pipes in their home burst, and she was without water for 4 days. Google fires second leading artificial intelligence ethics leader as dispute grows over research diversity, according to Reuters agency. Alphabet Inc.'s Google fired scientist Margaret Mitchell on Friday. Both said a move that stoked divisions at the company over academic freedom and diversity that had been on display since its December firing of artificial intelligence ethics researcher Timnit Gebru. U.S. deports World War II Nazi guard to Germany. A 95-year-old Tennessee resident who participated in acts of persecution in Nazi Germany was deported to Germany, the U.S. Justice Department said Saturday. Friedrich Karl Berger, a German citizen, was deported for his participation in Nazi-sponsored persecution while serving as an armed guard at the Neuengamme concentration camp in Nazi Germany in 1945. Russia to launch 30 space rockets in 2021. In 2020, there were 17 space rocket launches and 7 military missile launches were carried out. For the first time in 45 years, exploration of the moon is to resume. In October, the first descent module will be launched from the Vostochny spaceport. More automatic lunar probes will follow, and finally, A named program will begin. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, friend, and I wish you happiness. Thanks a lot.